Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. I am very excited to officially welcome you to our honors recognition night. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Adam Thorns. I'm the superintendent here in Chicago Ridge. This is my first opportunity to be here and recognize the students for their work during the first trimester. And I'm always really impressed with people in that first trimester because they're changing grades, sometimes they're changing schools, and they're still able to put that hard work and that effort and really strive for that excellence. So I know all the kids should be very proud of themselves, and all of their supporters here should be really proud of what they have accomplished. We have 3 schools here tonight who are going to introduce their students. So I'm going to start off with our host school right now with Ridge Central.
Thank you. Welcome. It is a packed house, so if you can scooch in to provide some room for our families that are standing, we would appreciate it. Also, just because this is Dr. Thorne's first straight A honor roll recognition, I'm going to go through some of our rules or things that we'll do today so that you're all aware. For those of you who are new to this, we will call the students up for Ridge Central, and then we will take a group shot. So we ask that all the students come up, get their award, and shake hands with all of us, and then stand here in the front. And once we're done calling all of the names, we will take group shots, and at that time, parents, that's when you can come up and take some group photos or some photos of your child and their award. And we'll do that with each school. So make sure that you're waiting until the end for that picture. Also, once each of the schools announce their straight A honor roll students, at the very end, we will allow some time to celebrate that, because we are all so proud of you, and you should be proud of your children as well. And so we do have bottles of water and bags of snack for the kids to celebrate with some sweet treats for all of their hard work. And again, that will be after all of the schools. We ask that you not leave if you can during the middle of any of this, so that there's not any interruptions and not any distractions for those who are being recognized at that time. Okay? So, without further ado, we are going to start with our 4th grade straight A students that are being honored tonight. If your name is called, please come up, get your award, and then make your way to the front. Jana Abusini. Addison Daniel. Let's go see right in the middle there. Good job. Congratulations. Maya Petroshinsky. Alex Radzewski. Liana Moy. Jada Samansky. Congratulations. Marek Shimzai. Anna Klimek. Miguel Ogwin. Congratulations. Gianna Valenti. Amar Ajaj. Miche Barron.
Smiley face. Once again, congratulations to all of our Ridge Central students. At this time, I'm going to ask that Mrs. Sataro from Ridge Lawn come on up to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Mrs. Kazmarek and I would like to welcome everyone here tonight. It is always great to see everyone out, and especially for a great reason such as this. Your children have worked so hard over the course of this first trimester, and so have you. And everything that you've done and every way that you've supported your children, we can't help to say thank you, and we appreciate all of the support that you give to us as well. We can't do our job as educators without great parents, so thank you. We'd like to start out by recognizing our 4th and 5th grade students. For our 4th grade students, this is their first opportunity ever to be recognized for straight A awards. So come up, our 4th grade students, Mr. E.S. Hassan, Ms. Kaylin Siefer, Mr. Abed Abdeen, Ms. Maya Paredes, Ms. Megan Taganode, Ms. Alexia Tobin, Miss Isabella Dudley, Mr. Ibrahim Zayed, Mr. Billy Javot, and Mr. James Yarbrough. I'm looking out in the audience. Any Ridgelawn students that I did not call or that did not hear their name? You are a future Ridgelawn student. Congratulations to our Ridgelawn students for their students.
I'm going to take it away from you.
And for our last school, I would like to call up Mr. Youngberg from Findlay Junior High.
Welcome, everybody. That's not very loud. Microphone. All right. We're off to a good start the first time. All right. But Mrs. Basie and I would like to welcome everybody here today. It's always great to celebrate everybody's successes, especially with the hard work everybody put in. We do have a large group, so we will be separating by grade level to take our pictures, and we will be starting with our 6th graders. First up, Mia Albin. Corey Bynum. Nathan Cole. Stephen Cozen. Farah Damra. Christopher Diaz Jr. Destiny Duran. Piper Egan. Siba Elatrash. Christina Graham. Mohammed Hamad. Leen Hussein. Hudhaifa Isa. Mawai Malik. Leen Mashni. Soraya Faraz. Shahad Mosen. Yasmin Kurt. Amelia Scoble. Sophia Torres. Last but not least, Samantha Watt. Sixth graders will take our picture. Just go ahead and squeeze in a little bit, guys.
Get this back up and get
Good job, everybody. Nice work.
And next we're going to have our 7th graders. Up first we have Dahlia Albatoni, Lima Barrett. Lily Busiaga. Marquise Burton. Chase Dreyer. Avery Fox. Sebastian Gargas. Nicholas Gonzalez. Helen Huang. Rawan Mahmood. Karam Ramel. Mahmoud Shadiq. Madison Swan. And Pierre Youssef. Do you want me to do pictures?
We could do 8th grade. Yeah.
Just go with 8th grade?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna call 8th grade, so we're gonna do a combined 7th and 8th grade. Giselle Amigan. Nassim Awad. Ariel Bursaga. Abigail Cole. Ahmed Jolly. Natalie Gargas. Mariah Jenkins. Kamal Khan. Marcin Lass. Hannah Lesnusquist. Selma Makluf. Violet McIntyre. Jamie McNeely. Riyad Muzad. Vanessa Ornatas. Janine Salas. Maya Shaheen. Jackson Sisk. Natalia Scoble. Lucas Millard. Anastasia Toma. Isabella Toplowska. Lauren Torres. Jax Valeni. Bridget Walsh. K.M. Youssef. And Jason Ziegert.
Thank you so much.
And then we will take a picture.
I'm on my list The passport right there, yeah.
would like to once again congratulate all of their students and their families for the hard work.
You don't like that?
Jeff, go with the microphone, please.
First order of business, we have to elect somebody as secretary pro tem.
I will nominate Mary Kelly. I will second that nomination.
So Mrs. Taylor?
Aye. Aye.
Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Sullivan?
Aye. Consent agenda. Minutes from the November 12th, 2019 meeting and from the open session and then closed session.
I'll make a motion to approve. I second it.
Mrs. Egan?
Aye.
Mrs. Taylor? Aye. Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Lamb?
Aye.
Mrs. Salzer?
Aye.
We're going to jump into superintendent's reports. First, if we take a look at the school and kind of what's been going on over the last month, we had parent-teacher conferences, which I know we had a little bit of different format this year. We had a Wednesday night, we had conferences, as well as Monday during the afternoon, and then again Monday night. Walking around, the 2 evenings were extremely well attended overall. When we look at the percentages of families that were there, it was really, really well attended. I know the only area of concern was actually our book sale for the PTA was down because not everyone was coming on the same day, and just the timing. So we're going to work with them to kind of see what we can tweak. But from a standpoint of what was good for our parents to get in there, it seemed like we found something for the 2 nights that really, really worked. The other thing that is coming up tomorrow night over at Reed Central, we have our winter concert. And then on Thursday over at Finley, we also have the winter concert. They'll have the bands as well as the choir. So we have a lot of fun stuff going on, just like everyone does at this time of the year. So it would be nice to have everybody out. And then the other thing that I noticed as I was flipping through it, I know Ridge Central had Staley Bear from the Chicago Bears come to visit, and I am going to credit that with them actually winning some games. Since they have a fake team that they're playing this week with Green Bay, hopefully we get Staley out again to really get them going. When we look at our enrollment report under 6.2, we are still down 78 students from this time last year. And kind of just looking at the different grade levels, again, it's kind of spaced out where we had people transfer out. Our kindergarten numbers look kind of where they have been generally, so we're not worried that it's going to be a huge decline moving forward, but we are seeing a lot of movement back and forth, and we are down 12 from last time. So we had 12 more transfer out. For the PTA report, we had a nice meeting the other night. Tears, I don't know if you want to talk at all about
Just a few things, like we said, we're going to try to tweak the Scholastic Book Fair. We had a lot of parents that asked on Wednesday, where it was or whatever and everything like that, but it was on Friday and then on Monday. So we're going to see if there's any way that we can do that. And then we have the stocking giveaway is next week. So if you have children who are out there, there are 3 different stockings being given away at each of the grade schools. There are 3 different ones being given away at Finley, and those are, ones at the grade schools are based on age level. The ones at Finley, there's they call it a Chinese auction, so they buy the tickets, they put it in whichever one that they want, so there are different things there. And then there are, I believe, 2 for staff. So it definitely is a good thing. It's just kind of a fun thing to do during the week before break and everything. And we have volleyball in January and movie night in February. So those are the things coming up. What else do we need? Oh yeah, almost forgot about that. Next weekend, starting on Friday, we have our Five Below fundraiser. It is one of the biggest ones that we do. It's one of the ones that picks up, besides the dominoes, which I'll talk about, one of the ones that picks up quite a bit of money. The only thing is you have to have the piece of paper with you, so make sure that you bring it. In a way, it's kind of a pain to bring a piece of paper with you, but the good news is then you know that they're filling out the stuff. Because you don't, I don't know if you know, I'm always like, you should put it in for the fundraiser, you should put it in for the fundraiser, because we've had those types of things. So that's a good one. And it is good Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it is good at Chicago Ridge, Crestwood, and Woodland Park. I think it's way down this time. So you can use it so if you made last minute stocking stuffers and everything like that, that's there. The other big thing that's coming up is we'll do the Domino's fundraiser again next, starting right after break. And that is a big one, and what we're asking is for the teachers, if possible, to promote it. If a teacher has 5 students that do it, they get a free card themselves. And if each one student did just sold 1 card and just brought one home and used one for themselves, their cards are $10. The PTA earns $5 on every card. And it is, you buy a pizza, you get another pizza free. So if you're having a birthday party and you need 10 pizzas, you only buy 5, you get 10, and you only pay for 5. So it's a good deal, and it does work. The only thing is you have to call, you can't use the app, it's only. So those are the big things. So those are the things that are going on.
Our vacant positions and possible staffing needs, we still have custodian positions out there that we are trying to fill. We've been doing some interviews and have some recommendations. We also, by January, we'll have, if we haven't filled them by then, we'll have 5 paraprofessional positions that we are trying to fill. Finally, this week, Governor Pritzker signed into law putting in the basic skills test as another way to get paras to come on, because up until that point, as you've heard me say before, paras had no way of becoming paras if they hadn't already been one, because they let that kind of disappear when they got rid of basic skills requirements. So hopefully we'll start seeing, especially with the December graduates, some people who are able to come. But we are constantly advertising it on K-12 Job Spot and talking with as many people as we can, trying to fill those positions. The other thing we have coming up, obviously, is our winter break. Winter break will start on 12/23 and end on 1/3. The district office will be closed on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And please note, though, that the district office may be closed on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve based on schedule. So we'll kind of look at that as we get closer. We have our math pilot going on, both at K-5 and at the junior high level. K-5 is piloting bridges and math expressions, and at the junior high, they're doing illustrative math and Carnegie. And we had our first meeting just yesterday with the elementary to talk about the first half of the pilot and to start collecting that data of how they see things are going. And then the junior high one will be on Thursday afternoon. We are hoping to bring forward at the February meeting the recommendation from the committee, and we'll present materials and we'll have them on public display if it's something that we adopt. But we've had some good feedback, both positive and negative, on the different programs, and that's what we really want to hear, what teachers are diving in and really seeing at that point. Next up, we have the Triple I Conference, which myself and 4 of the board members were able to attend a couple weeks ago. It was my first conference to attend, so I got to, everything was new to me. But the one area that I tried to attend some workshops on was e-learning. And e-learning was officially put into place this year by the state of Illinois, which allows school districts to have days where students would stay at home and do their assignments there and count it as a regular day. Currently, and this going to these meetings just really affirmed that we are not there yet. I would say our junior high could probably pull it off, but when you look at elementary, not only maybe not having the correct technology at home, and that's something that there's some different things you can do, but what do you do with a pre-K student for 5 hours that you're going to send home? And then the question out there is, what do you do for a special ed student to make sure that they are getting their accommodations? And a lot of the schools who talked about that they've implemented successfully are really the high schools, which makes a lot of sense. Because they're already doing a lot of that work online. They are much more independent. The one thing that I really heard that I like, though, for those who have already put it in place is that, let's say you have a snow day or an e-learning day on a Wednesday, those assignments are not due the next day. Because what if the storm's really bad and there's power outages and you can't get onto the technology? Or what if the parents have to work from home and they don't have time to help to give them up to a week to get that work done. So if that's something we ever move towards, ideas like that are things that I would definitely want to implement. Not sure if the board had anything else from the conference that they wanted to share out with the whole group.
I was a delegate for a number of initiatives that the state has been working on. One of the most important, of course, was about teachers carrying guns to school, and that was voted down. I mean, I voted no for that. The thought of teachers carrying guns just blows my mind. But there are a number of schools that have hired SROs, which would be some type of officer, off-duty officer in the school, that they would be carrying. In my old school, we had officers that carried, and I wouldn't have had it any other way where I was. So, but it's something that really needs to be discussed and worked through and figure out a way to make that happen with everything. I mean, just this last week, there's been a few things going on. So we need to keep our kids safe, and how do we do that? All I know is I don't want teachers packing. I mean, that's just nuts. So at some point soon, we're going to start really talking about that. How are we going to get that done? Okay?
I attended a session about vaping as well as the passing of the legalization of marijuana in 2020. And there was a lot of great information, but the biggest thing is to talk to parents. That talking to the kids is only part of the battle, but talking to the parents is another part. So Mary and I both talked to me, found out a lot of great information, and I'm sure that we'll share more details with the board. But that the school really needs to get ahead of it, because the impact of the legalization of marijuana being, oh, it's no big deal, has such a sliding impact on accidental usage, as well as it just not seem to be a big deal. And it's not your, as they put it, like your grandma's marijuana. Like the THC level now is not, it's so much higher than it was in like the 80s and 90s. And the incident of grammar school students accidentally taking something and ending up in the hospital the increase was ridiculous. So I think that's something definitely that we need to share out and discuss as a board.
Yeah, and this has been something that's I think on every school's mind right now. It's less than a month away before this goes into place. We're going to be looking at a policy very soon in the agenda. But I completely agree. You have to have those presentations not only for students but for parents. And a lot of people think, well, junior high, because that's the age. Well, with it being legal, there's going to be houses that have it lying around, and our kids need to know that it is not safe for them.
The sessions I went to were much lighter. I went to a Twitter session. It just reminded me of the power of the global society and how easily teachers can make connections, and setting up Twitter challenges and things more at a district level that I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of. I went to a negotiating session. One of the convention area where we get lots of free candy and pens, we like to go around collecting. The best thing was getting the Orange Frog parable from Sean Icor. And I know everybody's reading The Happiness Advantage, which I have absolutely loved reading, so thank you for getting that for us too. It's very practical, and then reading that part of it and just kind of seeing how the metaphor of everything is very helpful.
So I thought it was a very, very good conference. It's the reason we don't all try to go to the same sessions at the same time, so we can kind of branch out and come back and talk with each other. So very worthwhile weekend. Next up, we have the 5 Essential Survey, which starts this week for our parents and students. That's when it opens up. You don't have to take it now. Or I'm sorry, our teachers and students. And that runs all the way through February 14th. And it is required for our students and that they would have to take it, and then our teachers. For our parents, this has been offered for many years. And unless you hit 20%, you do not receive a report. Now, I understand we have never received a report. We've never reached that 20% at any of the schools. Already this time, and remember, it doesn't close till February 14th, all 3 schools have met that goal, with one of the schools, Ridge Central here, having 35% of their parents already filling it out. And I kind of looking at I can't see data of what they've actually answered yet, but of the numbers, I even think those numbers are a little bit hire, because I think they just take the number of students and say like, all right, you have to have one person for like each one. So I think when you look at the families, I think we have a much higher percentage of our families than even that is showing, which goes to credit our administrators, had paraprofessionals and themselves out there in the hallways at open house and really encouraging people to fill it out. So it obviously worked. So very nice job. Next, we're going to move to, we have a lot of policies to talk about. We're going to get to them, but I just wanted to show my nice little binder here. This is called the Press Issue 102, and the Illinois Association of School Board titled it, "In the Eye of the Legislative Storm." There are 91 pages of updated policy in there, and Lori and I both got to sit through a webinar, which was just outstanding. It went through all the different changes, and they said these are the most changes that have ever been made at one time. And a lot of them are just very small tweaks in language and updating legal references. But we do have 3 policies that I think we need to have our first reading tonight. And if we can agree upon it, waive the second and adopt, because the law changes January 1st. And we just got these within the last couple of weeks, so it's important that we take a look. 2 of them are very, very similar. It is 2105, the ethics and gift ban, and 2110, the qualifications, terms, and duties of board officers. And when I look at a lot of these policies, it has to do with other school boards doing things that they're not supposed to. And so both of these actually come down, and I'm just going to go ahead and read what the change would be. And that would be to employ an outside investigator when a complaint of sexual harassment is made against a member of the board by another board member or elected official. And so what needs to be decided is if it would be the president of the board who would do that, or if it would be the superintendent. And in consulting with our attorney, didn't hesitate at all, said it definitely should be the superintendent, kind of outside of that realm for both of those policies. I don't know if anyone had any questions on that. So a little bit later on, we would recommend that we waive it for the second reading and adopt it. And then the other one, as I mentioned, a difference in the cannabis policy, which is the drug and alcohol-free workplace, e-cigarette, tobacco, and cannabis. It updates the legislation to include the prohibition of being under the influence of cannabis while performing work or being on call for the district. It also puts the responsibility on the employee for consulting with the employee's doctor concerning a medication's effect on the employee's ability to work safely. And finally, the policy gives the board sole discretion to determine on a case-by-case basis any disciplinary action if someone violates this policy. And again, this one was sent to the attorney back and forth numerous times. I think every attorney in the state right now has seen this policy and has kind of tweaked it for different districts, because it is a lot different than, let's say, alcohol, which has been legal for a long time. If you feel someone is under the influence, a breathalyzer test will tell you the results right away. If you believe someone is under the influence of cannabis, even if they are not under the influence, the test that they currently have would stay in their system for a long time. So that is why we have to have discussions about, you have to make sure you're not coming in under the influence, even though it's a legal drug. And those conversations are happening in every school across the state, I'm sure. So I wasn't sure if anyone had any questions concerning that policy. And again, we'll ask a little bit later on to do that. At this time, I'm going to pass it over to Kathy for the Chief Business Officials Report.
Okay, later in the meeting, we'll be asking the Board of Education to approve the 2019 tax levy. And in November meeting, the board approved the tentative tax levy. corrections. And there are a couple of things that we are not able to remedy immediately. One being the door closures. Door closures need to be on doors in non-sprinkled areas. And 2 years ago, we did some of the renovations, and we can plan on continuing to do the rest in the near future. And the next is the FY19 audited financial statements. Back in October, Kelly from RSM came and presented our financial statements. And what was discovered in the meantime is when they compiled those statements, they made an error. And I went into detail in the summation about how that error was made and why it was made. The RSM relies on the Illinois State Board of Education website to pull a lot of their data. And when they pulled the data in June, everything was not posted to the website. So keep in mind, there are no financial consequences to this, but the result is the form, or the statement rather, that needs to be revised is called the SEPA. It's the Statement of Federal Expenditures. And since the original expenditures were understated, they did have to do some additional testing. So the district office on Friday, all hands on deck, compiling more information, scanning, emailing to RSM for this revised statement, which should hopefully come in mid-December. And then a snow removal. We always talk about snow removal this time of year, and if you remember, we already had a little bout of it around Halloween. And that will really continue the same this year. Wes Smith, our maintenance engineer, takes the role in coordinating the snow removal in the plow and the blacktop in parking areas. And also last year, one of our custodians from Ridge Central, Matt Bauer, also was trained to do it, which really relieved a little bit of the pressure from Wes. And so Matt, once again, has agreed to assist more on an emergency basis rather than on an everyday basis. But he is also going to continue with that. And then finally, the facility refresh assessment. When about 5 years ago, Studio GC came in and did an assessment of all 3 of our buildings, and to take a look at the long-range facility needs of our buildings so we could put a dollar value to that. And now 5 years has passed, and the board has agreed to allow them to do a refresh. So they will be coming through the buildings with their team of experts over winter break. And then they will reach out to other experts, whether mechanical engineers, things like that, just conversations and pictures, and we'll do the financials for it. And in speaking with Pat Callahan, who could come and speak as soon as the January 8th study session. So we can talk later about if that works, that time frame, or we could push it off to February if need be. I believe January study session is kind of it's
full, but I think
it's filling up.
We'll take a look at it.
Yes. Okay, and then district-wide printer replacement. We talked about this already once before, and myself, Gino Picano, and Bill Anderson, who is the single cap employee who's on site, have been working with several different vendors, and we're getting close to compiling some information to bring to the board. And meeting with them, actually took a tour of one of the facilities in Tinley Park, and we'll be making a recommendation. And we'd also like to explore the possibility of PaperCut, which is a follow-me printing software. And basically, the idea behind that is to save paper. I think a lot of us, something's not printing and you tend to keep pushing that button. When you go to the printer, there's 12 copies there. So it kind of saves some cost there as well. And then also confidentiality. A lot of us print off some things, and when we have to go to it, a lot of hands have been touching it. And so this software allows the user to get to the printer, swipe their card, and then it starts printing. So we're kind of exploring that option. It does have a cost to it, but in the end, we're hoping that the cost of the paper cut is lower than the savings we would experience. The
you have to do that for everything you copied or just confidential documents?
It would be on everything.
We have this system where I work now. It's a tricky transition for teachers to get used to, but it does prevent then just people like copying stuff and then going to get it and it being gone and then copying it again, because anywhere you go you have to use like either a punch in or a swipe on the actual printer itself. And so even when you go to print just anything, like 20 copies of a sheet, you still have to swipe and it goes on your name.
And I'm glad you commented on it because there seems to be a love-hate relationship with the software, quite honestly. And in talking with all these vendors, it really seems like it's a professional development and an education of the staff on why we're doing it and how it works.
But like as a whole, why would we be doing it? If it's more of a cost and it's more of a hassle and it's a love-hate, I'm guessing the love is not teachers, then like where's the benefit?
Well, hopefully the savings, when we get the financial information for the cost of the lease and the usage, hopefully the cost of the paper cut is going to be less, because what our vendors are going to do is they're going to bring down the quantity that they're going to quote us for the usage, and hopefully that quantity will be lower than the cost of the paper cut. And so we don't have any proposals yet. We actually got a preliminary one today, but then when we met with them, we had some changes, so it will be a financial decision.
So I have a question, Chrissy, because you use it. So if you're doing all different types of stuff, like in between trying to send everything to the printer, get everything out there, is it like in a queue and then like?
I actually feel like teachers love it now because in the
They can
past,
pile everything up and go one time and just print it
I don't know how
out?
the printers work here, if it's like one per department or each teacher has one per room. I'm not really positive how it's done, but I know for us, it would be like one printer for like a department, and then you just have to go and hope it would be there. Well, if every teacher was printing, the thing would jam up, and then if there was a paper jam, we'd have all these jobs. So now you go, and it's more that you go to the copy machine and do it as opposed to an individual printer, but you can do that. And you swipe it, and then you elect the jobs. Oh, I accidentally printed it. I don't need it. I don't have to push the button for that. And they come out. I actually feel like everyone likes it much better than the old method.
Just takes a little bit of time.
It takes time to get used to it, just like nobody likes change. But again, I think the problem was too is that you have to either punch in your stuff, or we went over to the same swipes that we used to enter the building. And now we have secure locked doors, so we don't even use keys. It's all on the same swipe. So eventually, I think that in the beginning, teachers were resistant because when you're copying, it's like, it counts everything you do. So it's like, are they watching it like, oh, that's 10 cents, that's 20 cents, because there's like a little screen that shows it. And the district assured the teachers, like, that's not why we're doing it. We're not monitoring that you're copying. I mean, obviously, if you're coming over the weekend and you run a real estate business and you make 50,000 copies, which has happened in our district, that was a concern. So that might have been a way to follow that. But overall, they're not concerned that I'm copying Catcher in the Rye packets for 80 kids. It's more about, I felt like it definitely helped. And the secure thing is a huge issue. So if you're printing IEPs, 504s, and they're laying on a copy machine, and then, you know, they get picked up accidentally, because I've done that. I've picked up someone's stuff accidentally. So I do think in the long run, at least for our district, it was very streamlined and has helped a lot. I don't know, you know, I don't know how copies work in each building.
Well, and when I was at 218 about 10 years ago, they were one of the first ones in the area to implement it, but it was the keypad where you have to punch in like a 5-digit code. That was brutal.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that we were going to be looking at the swipe, because I heard that was, well, got the swipe, there you go.
It is, and it's like, if you forget your swipe, it's like, oh, you could punch it in, and it never seems to work right. So I agree, like, punching in stuff was not easy, especially if you have a 10-letter last name.
Just to clarify, you can like send something to the printer from your room,
Yeah.
if you're working on a computer, you put together some, you know, homework, whatever it is, you know, that you're doing. And then, but you don't print it then until you go there and hit it.
Yeah, you walk up, you swipe it, and then it's like in a queue, like a cloud.
I just want to make sure that that's with the.
And the only problem is like, it didn't send. You gotta walk all the way back to your room, but we have laptops, so a lot of teachers are smart, and they bring them back, not like.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
years ago at Bridge Central. It really went off without any issues, and I'm not really anticipating any problems with it. And so I do have one other. On Thursday, I went to Elk Grove Village for our semi-annual CLIC meeting, and CLIC is our insurance co-op. And it was a really great meeting because they kind of tell you, what's going on in Illinois throughout the country, and any anticipated changes to like coverage and kind of some things to look out for. And last December or last May when I went, it was actually sexual harassment. That was kind of the big thing. And this meeting was ransomware and malware. And it was a very good presentation on what our district should be doing to keep everything safe, what our employees should be doing, and what our technology as well. So actually, again today, myself, Gino, and Bill met with Single Path, because Single Path is our technician company, and we actually have a meeting every month now, and they come and discuss any sort of issues. And so I was able to share the presentation with the Single Path representative, and she was very confident that what the insurance company recommended was being done. But she also did have a recommendation that Gino actually was quite supportive of, is maybe having a little professional development for our staff on these different type of viruses and phishing and malware. So we were going to maybe have a conversation, with administration, and maybe just a half-hour session at an upcoming student improvement day to kind of keep our district safer.
But student data is all protected by, not 956, what did you say, Single Path?
Single Path, yes it is, yes.
And that being said, we actually just had an incident of this happen this week. Gino had explained it to the administrative team that someone went onto the website, found out who the principal was of a certain building, created a Gmail account under that person's name, and then looked up all the emails from the staff and sent something to the staff for that. So thankfully we picked up on it really quick. Anyone who opened that email would change the passwords. That's the types of things that people are out there trying to do. And it was so similar to the principal's email address, like you're getting 20 emails in an hour and you just click on it. So I think any type of PD that we can give, just be a little more mindful that people are out there trying to get something from us.
And even our tech team actually tries to trick the staff, so they have like test runs that they'll send them. And it's just like, okay, this was a survey, 200 staff members open this, you got a free gift card for Amazon email. Like, it was ways to keep people on their toes. And it wasn't like, it was non-judging, if I could say it like that. But it was a way after, like, we've been trained on certain things we're not to use or to click on, like, to be aware that accidentally just opening and clicking, you should be putting these in the spam folder.
And we talked about that today. They are treating that to see it, and you're not looking at every detail of the email address, and we are going to protect them.
But there's a firewall or something for that as well, through,
Even if you open it, I guess it can cause a problem for certain things. Not even just like seeing it on your screen, even if you click to open it, just see what it is, it can cause an issue.
but before it even goes into the teachers' inboxes, there are things that automatically put it into us. Yes.
There should be, yeah. Catch everything. Depending on the levels of like security put on there, they can start seeing not go through the it's that balancing act of being safe and also allowing things to occur.
Ready to go? Okay, old business, potential board action to post for a second reading or adopt policies 5.310, compensatory time off, and 5330 for vacation holidays.
We did do our first reading on these November 12th, and to date there have been no questions or comments.
Thank your capital.
Okay, does anybody have any questions regarding the tax levy? Again, does anybody have any questions regarding the tax levy? One more time. Does anybody have any questions regarding the tax levy? I can close the meeting right now. Public hearing closed. Okay, now I can do the potential board action to adopt 2019 tax levy in the amount of $6,757,408. Same amount that was already approved in the tentative tax levy.
I make the motion. I make a motion.
I'll second.
Mrs. Lamb?
Aye.
Mrs. Egan? Aye. Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Taylor? Aye. Mrs. Salzman?
Aye. Potential board action to authorize the director of administration to prepare and submit a timely application to the Illinois State Board of Education.
Skip it, I'm gonna skip it.
Okay, back that up. 9.3, potential board action to approve resolution authorizing reduction of certain fund levies for the 2019 levy year.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Mrs. Taylor? Aye. Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Lamb?
Aye.
Mrs. Egan? Aye. Mrs. Salzman?
Aye. Now it's 9. Potential board action to authorize the director of administration to prepare and submit a timely application to Illinois State Board of Education for a property tax relief grant for fiscal year 2020.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Taylor? Aye. Mrs. Egan? Aye. Mrs. Lamb?
Aye.
Mrs. Salzman?
Aye. 9.5, potential board action to approve total board member expense for the annual IASA-IAS Detroit conference. On the 11th, 11/22, 23rd, 24th, board policy 2125, board member conversation expenses. Then there's a table regarding that.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
So here's our motion, Mrs. Egan. Mrs. Taylor? Aye. Mrs. Lamb?
Aye.
Mrs. Egan? Aye. Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Salzman? Mrs. Salzman?
Oh, aye. We're already talking about the next one. Ready? 9.6, potential board action to post for first reading the following board policies for draft update.
That is everything that was in the binder. Again, this is just the first reading, and for all A's, we will just do that, or we call roll call vote as well.
So that's just everything is in the binder that we'll say
Yes.
first, not the special stuff, right?
These were not sent to us.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
We have a motion and a second, and we'll just tell me if we have it all right.
It's not money. I'll make the motion.
I'll, go ahead.
And we've got an all in vote. Aye.
Aye.
Potential 9.7, potential board action proposed for first reading the following policies.
And that was 2105, the ethics and gift ban, with the administration recommendation that it would be the superintendent who would name the official to do an investigation, as well as 110 qualification terms and duties of board officers. Also the same answer, the same recommendation that it would be the superintendent. And then 550, the drug and alcohol-free workplace, e-cigarette, tobacco, and cannabis prohibition, to adopt it as it was presented in the written version.
I will make the motion to adopt it as it was written and to designate the superintendent for both of the other policies.
I will second the motion.
Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Lamb?
Aye.
Mrs. Taylor? Aye. Mrs. Egan?
Aye.
Mrs. Salzman?
Aye. A 9.8, potential legislation becoming effective January 1st, 2020.
So this is what we just did the first reading. This is to waive the
She
second.
said waive and adopt. Yeah, Tiffany said waive and adopt. That was her motion.
No,
I did not.
She said adopt as written,
Yes.
and choose the superintendent as the appointee.
Oh, I thought she adopted it at the same time. I'm sorry.
But I'll make a motion to waive the second reading.
Okay, then I will second that.
And to adopt.
And to adopt. Mrs. Lambert.
Aye.
Mrs. Egan.
Aye.
Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye.
Mrs. Taylor. Aye. Mrs. Salzer.
Aye. Okay, 9.9, potential actions, renew Delta T staffing contract for Summons 2 licensed practical nurses and registered nurses.
We have used Delta T for numerous years. It's a small increase that seems to go up every year. But we use them quite often.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Mrs. Taylor. Aye. Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye.
Mrs. Lambert.
Aye.
Mrs. Egan. Aye. Mrs. Salzer.
Aye. Okay, 10, 11, other, opportunity for visitors to speak.
Do you have people that indicated they want to speak? Mrs. Marshall Welch is first on the page. I think she's gone. And then Mrs. Emily Graham.
First of all, I enjoyed the district immensely. I think it's done really well. As observations I have made in the last year and a half that I want to bring to the board to make you guys look into. My two oldest children started high school this year, and their English class is a lot of writing and a lot of book reports. And I don't think that they got enough of that in grammar school and in middle school. We kind of went away from that with this individual book reading, and now they're back to reading books as a group and discussions. And I think that it's hurting the kids not to have that here. That maybe there's something we can do to look at revamping a little bit the literature program so that these kids are learning how to sit and discuss a book together. You know, everybody's reading separate books, it's all individualized, and now they went back to doing it in groups and things. And not that I think that my kids are struggling, but I think that maybe if they had that here, they'd be doing a little bit better. Or you know, I think I can see my youngest child who is moving up into middle school next year, that maybe that would hurt her a little bit. They had the beginnings of literature where in the beginning of kindergarten, first and second grade, they were reading books together with their classmates. You had your reading book, you had your discussion questions. Izzy didn't have that, because as you start, my youngest started, and it's all been mostly individualized. And I think that maybe she's gonna miss out on something, and the other kids are missing out on something that we should bring back, or look at bringing back, or incorporating. And then math, I look at what my youngest is doing now, and what my oldest did, and I feel like there's something missing. We don't separate classes anymore. And I think that the kids that need the extra challenge aren't getting their extra challenge, and they're not ready for the math that's coming. And when they hit junior high, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a shock to them. And then when they get to high school and they start, if they get to go on an honors track, it's a shock to their system, and it is a major adjustment. And I think that maybe we need to look at that and maybe think about going back to separating or switching classes so that the kids who need help are getting the help, and the kids that need to be challenged are getting the challenge. And the teacher doesn't have to go in between everybody, because somebody always loses out when you have to do that. So it's just observations and things that I've noticed, and I feel like maybe if we had kept that maybe the kids during that ready to move on to middle school would be more prepared for their math. So I just wanted to bring it up.
Thank you for sharing.
I was gonna say, like, our junior high schools to be an articulation
Yeah,
218
yeah,
needs to make sure.
that's one of the things. I mean, obviously, for the public school, 100% of our students go to 218, so they're constantly working with them. And I know I've had a meeting last month with them to kind of go over some topics, but that one wasn't one that came up, so we can always bring that up with them. And then obviously, I do know once our students do get to junior high, one of the changes that was made about 4 years ago was to add the algebra. So in the junior high, we do have those options.
You know, you do, and they're great, but if the kids are leaving here and they're not ready for them, they're gonna struggle, and then you're gonna lose them. And if you catch it now and you work with the kids who are maybe there already, and they need to be challenged, because then they get bored, and then they don't pay attention, and then you lose interest. You know, you've got kids who are really excited when they're in grammar school, and by the time they get to middle school, they're not challenged and they're not kept going. You lose them when they get to middle school, and then by the time they get high school, they're lost. So I think that it would be a benefit to look at that and maybe think about going back to doing that. I just seen, because I had had kids that got to go through with the separation, you know, like they went to separate classes, and then my daughter now is not. And I can see a little bit of a difference. And I just thought I would bring it to the board. You know, and I know that you guys work with 218, and you know, things have been good. Things are good there. I'm noticing these things, that maybe there are just some things that we should reincorporate, you know. Not to change everything, but maybe reincorporate some of it.
218 is changing a lot. I mean, their freshman algebra is group. I don't know how you do group algebra, but it's group algebra. It's odd what they're doing over there. I sat down and I went, oh really, group algebra? We do it as a group. So that means probably one person does it. You know what I mean? All the kids do it together, and then when they go to do a test, they have a lot of kids that are failing. Yeah, it's interesting. Do you have it over by you, Chrissy, that group algebra
It's an
thing?
initiative, we've had it for years now, it's statewide.
I can't say for that because
I was like,
the
wow. You
twins
know, I mean, yeah,
are
it's
geometry.
interesting. And you're in a different, you're in
Yeah.
a totally different track. So if your students who are more on the honors track are struggling, what could possibly be for somebody who might be average student or possibly below?
Right, but if you give them their help, and then you put the other kids, you know, I realize that there's this thing where everybody learns better together, but sometimes you take the kids who would be your honor students and you put them together, they work together, they challenge each other, but they still need the teacher, you know? They still need to have the teacher's time too, and if the teacher is taken up with the kids that need the extra help, why can't we put the kids that all need help, so they get the help they need, and then the kids that need to be challenged and pushed, they get their help too.
Well, this is a philosophical teaching that's really changed. There used to be tracking when you and I went to school
Right.
here, that's how it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was separation, which is called tracking, and then there's differentiation, which is what kind of all classes are at now. And I can't see what you absolutely
Yeah, and
saying.
reading and-
Unfortunately, the high end sometimes doesn't get the stimulation they need, because what you're saying is that the focus is on the low end.
Right.
And then they're left to work on
Teach
their
them to the
own.
medium. You have
Right.
to teach
Yeah.
them.
Right.
But at the same, one of the nice things about it is that, I know what you're saying the challenge, but it's really important sometimes to have those honors kids in there. Because these younger kids, those honors kids, or those kids who have a different thought process, brings these kids and gives them a hand and says, this is what you can do, and gives them that, you know.
Well, that's the perfect world, if they model
Yeah.
that good behavior and they model what it is to be a part of.
But trying to find a combination of it.
And Danielson, they
that's hard.
teach each other, you know, that they are
Yeah.
helping the lower level kid. That's the hope, but you're a parent of an honors level kid who's probably not, you feel not getting stimulated enough, and no, but I'm kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, and I get it, because I wonder how much of teachers' time is being taken up by my kid who needs extra help. So I see both sides, I absolutely see what you're saying.
What I would love to do, if you ever have a chance that you and I can sit down and kind of go into detail with it, I would love to do that. So maybe I can set up time.
I've heard that same complaint from different parents that have had their high honor kids placed, you know, and with the, you know, with for the general class. And both of those parents that I talked to, they said that their kids suffered the first 1 or 2 years. It's like they got stuck.
Yeah. But on the flip side of that, like reading, I think it's a wonderful thing to have a kid who is at a high level work with the lower level so that they come together. You're working together, you're reading together, you open the book, you read together, that's great. But math, maybe not so much. And it's not that I think that they're better or everybody is, they all deserve help and they all deserve the teacher's time. And I feel like maybe they're not all getting what they need to deserve. So.
Thank you very much.
And actually, Dr. Thornton and I were just talking about that. Yep, President's prerogative. As many of you know, I was able to go on vacation. I missed the last meeting. We didn't have one we didn't have a study session. So, but, I really don't have anything. I don't even, yeah, I wasn't ready for that today. So, just, just you guys, the administration, that's what it is. I mean, to me, knowing many of you as long as I have, and the job that you're doing is just phenomenal. And some of you I've known for quite some time. Julie, I wasn't even, I don't even think I was a teacher when I first knew you. And then I was a sub. So, and when we were graduating, I think you were in 8th grade. Yeah, I was a sub. But you guys do a wonderful job. And I think the best thing we ever did was making the vice principals. And this is now year 2 with that. And I think it's, I think your board is so smart. I'm joking around. I'm joking around. But it's something that was long overdue, and I think it has really shown to be a very good addition for our principals. And it takes some time for them to do other things that are very important. Okay? So thank you. Thank you very much.
Adjourn to the closed session for the purpose, discussion of the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body, or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body to determine its validity as defined in the Open Meetings Act, Section 2C1, discussion of collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, or deliberation concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees as described in Section 2C2, the discussion of security measures and the use of personnel and equipment to respond to an actual, a threatened, or reasonably potential danger to the safety of employees, students, the staff, the public, or public property as defined in Section 2C8, the discussion of pending or probable and imminent litigation against, affecting, or on behalf of the district as defined in Section 2C11, and the discussion of minutes of prior meetings lawfully closed under the Open Meetings Act as defined in Section 2C21 for the purpose of review, approval, or release of such minutes. We will not be discussing any student disciplinary cases.
I'll second. She makes a motion, I second.
See, I go away from
Mrs. Kelly. Aye. Mrs. Lamble.
Aye.
Mrs. Egan.
Aye.
Mrs. Charles. Mrs. Salter.
Aye.
I was just gonna ask.
For some reason,
I heard about those, you're supposed to do that.
I have an eating blanket. My husband is a hot person. If anyone who knows him, he always wears shorts and like no sleeves, like a big dork. So people know him that he's that guy.
I have never used a heating blanket.
I would love it because it'd be on your back. See if I can slide that in. My birthday's coming up. Order for yourself, I know, that's the best birthday gift. You know, I would like to get a picture of my
I'm an enrolled agent with the IRS, so.
Okay,
Every.
reconvene to open session at
Welcome back.
2:44. Okay, we're gonna vote on this stuff? Okay, potential board action on personnel consent agenda for Laura Gallagher, Tricia Beatty, and substitute teachers, right?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Mrs. Egan?
Aye.
Mrs. Callen?
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle?
Aye.
Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
And Mrs. Sullivan.
Aye. Okay. Sorry.
We have the notification of resignation of Alan Abdallah
You don't have to vote on
and Margarita Chacon.
it. Right. Okay, potential action on resolution releasing closed session minutes, structured verbatim recordings 18 months and older. Huh?
I'll second.
Mrs. Lammle?
Aye.
Mrs. Callen?
Aye.
Mrs. Egan?
Aye.
Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
And Mrs. Sullivan.
Aye. Potential action on security measures? Discipline, litigation? No. Good.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session. I mean, to adjourn.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, adjournment at 8:45 p.m.
Thanks.
Mrs. Petropoulos?
Aye.
Mrs. Callen?
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle?
Aye.
Mrs. Egan?
Aye.
And Mrs. Sullivan.
Aye.